Hello everyone, welcome back. My name's dustinkreis, and oh my god, what did I do this month? Jesus Christ. This will be my April pickups video, and I was not planning on doing this. It's one thing when you're picking it up, but then when you see it all sitting out in front of you, you're like, Jesus Christ. So I think after this month, I'm really going to try something next month, because as far as I know, next month there's nothing coming out for me to pick up. I don't think I have anything to pick up until June when the last story comes out. I think May is a quiet month for purchases, and I think I'm really going to definitely try not to pick anything up, or at least only pick up maybe a few things, because oh my god guys, I went overboard, really went overboard, and I actually feel kind of bad looking at this, but it's all great stuff. It's just, Jesus, what did I do? So before we get into it and we start going through all this stuff, I want to say a big thank you out there to everybody, because I just surpassed almost said 2,000, 200 subscribers, and it blows my mind that at least 200 people out there find something worthwhile on this channel enough to subscribe and regularly watch the videos. And I've been getting a lot of comments on videos, and I'm trying so hard to not only reply to those comments, to everyone's comments, but also reply to the personal messages. I didn't realize that, you know, doing this YouTube channel kind of becomes almost a second job in a way, because you have to, if you're like me, you really want to communicate with people and really get some conversations going. So to everyone who's subscribed, thank you so much. To everyone who leaves comments, I love it. Keep doing it. And to all you new people out there who are watching, you know, check out some of my other videos, see if there's something there for you, because I really like having a dialogue with people. And it's kind of weird that, you know, it's only in the comment boxes, or it's on, you know, through personal messages, but, you know, I really feel like I've met some really good friends on here. It's kind of weird saying friends, because we don't hang out in the normal friend sense, but there's a lot of people on here that I really enjoy talking to. And I think I'm going to do sort of like a user appreciation video, a subscriber appreciation video, maybe do a contest like the Laggy Gamer did, and we'll see if I can get something like that going here soon. But that being that, let's go ahead and get into these games, because oh boy. Anyway, let's go ahead and start off with the lone Sega Master System game that I picked up. And I picked this up after Happy Console Gamer did a big video on it. And I've really been wanting to get into these old RPGs to, you know, they don't play as good as modern day ones, but I still think there's a fun thrill to go through these older games and sort of see the limitations and what the developers had to work with. And that game is the Miracle Warriors, Seal of the Dark Lord. And like I said, the Happy Console Gamer did a big video on this where he talked about it, and I thought, man, that looks kind of fun in an old school way. And it is. I put it in and played it a little bit just to make sure it worked, and it is very old school. So we'll see when I get around to this, but I thought, you know, I don't have very many Master System games, and I've been wanting to buy more, so I thought I'd get this and give it a go, especially after that video that Johnny did. And, you know, I think it's one of those games that he really likes because of the nostalgia with it. I will say that, you know, the limited amount of time I had with it was... I can see it being a little frustrating every now and then because of its just old school nature, but I still think it'll be a fun time, and I'm really looking forward to getting around to a lot of these old Master System games. I really like my Master System. I just wish I could find time to play it, you know. So there's the first game. The next two games were on the NES, and a friend of mine went to Goodwill, and he found just a bunch of Nintendo games. And he's like, dude, if you want any of these, just let me know, because I bought them for $1 a piece. And if you want any of them, just let me know and I'll let you have them. So I said, yeah, I'll take 2 of them, because a lot of them were things I already had or things I didn't want. And the first one is Gyrus, or however you say it. It's a shmup on the NES, and I love shmups, so I definitely want to go back and give some of these old NES ones a try, because, You know, you wouldn't think that they'd be really that much fun on the Nintendo, but some of them are really good. And you know, I might do a shmup video. I don't know. I'm not well versed in the genre. I really love the genre, and I have a lot of games in the genre. But you know, I feel comfortable sitting here talking about RPGs, but sometimes talking about shmups it's kind of uncomfortable because the shmup audience is just so die hard, and if you get anything wrong, they pounce on you. You know, so it's kind of intimidating to talk about. But this is definitely an old school good one. And then he got me Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, which I'm really interested to play this one, because this is kind of the black sheep of the early Castlevania games. But this is the one I think they introduced RPG elements into it. So I'm definitely looking forward to giving this a shot, and definitely glad that I'm getting my old school Castlevania collection started here, because I really do love the modern Castlevanias, which are like the Metroidvania ones, where it's kind of like Super Metroid. But the old school ones where it's, you know, more of an action game, I definitely want to go back and give those a shot. So definitely happy to have this. And then, because I only picked up a couple of modern games this month, I definitely want to go back and fill some holes in my Super Nintendo collection. And I really didn't plan on doing this much damage, but you get into it, and I found some great deals, and so, you know, how can you say no to some of this stuff? So the first game I picked up was ActRaiser, and this is one that I played back in the day as a kid, and I loved it, but I never got around to buying it. So I now have it, and been wanting to get this one for a long time. Great, fantastic graphics, fantastic music, and a great game all around. I also picked up ActRaiser 2, which does have great graphics, but it's not as good as ActRaiser 1, but the price was right, and I definitely felt I needed to pick this one up as well. So I have both ActRaisers now, so that hole in the collection is filled. Next up, I picked up Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. I have not got Rise of the Sinstrels yet. That one is a pretty expensive cart, but I do plan on getting it eventually. But this one I found for $18, I think. So I couldn't really say no to that. So picked it up and have that. So Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. Keeping on with the Super Nintendo, I also got Soul Blazer. So now I have the trilogy on the Quintet Heaven and Hell trilogy on the SNES. I have Soul Blazer, I have Illusion of Gaia, and I have the Japanese cart of Terranigma. So I have that. I need to get what is it? The Gemstream Saga, Gemstream Saga on the PS1. That's sort of the unofficial fourth game in the trilogy. It's kind of like Kevin Smith's New Jersey trilogy that has 6 movies in it now. But definitely, I definitely have played Soul Blazer before, and I definitely do love it, and I'm looking forward to finally throwing it in my Super Nintendo and playing it right instead of playing it on an emulator. So picked that up. And then this was a game that I found for a really good price at one of my favorite game stores, which is up in Mount Vernon, Ohio. Found some good stuff there, which I'll point those out as I get them. But this was something that I had back in the day, and I foolishly traded it to a friend. I traded this and something else to get a copy of Final Fantasy VII, because when I got the PlayStation 2, such was my mania to get these PlayStation 1 games that I missed, that I traded some pretty good gems for a greatest hits copy of Final Fantasy VII, which is no slouch, mind you, but it made me really pissed off when I got to be an adult and I realized what I did. But I finally got Super Mario RPG and The Legend of the Seven Stars back, and I had this as a kid and played it, loved it, and I'm so happy to have it back in my collection, and I'll definitely be revisiting this soon. Because it's one of those games that I thought was just fantastic. You know, how can you beat Mario and Squaresoft coming together in an RPG? It was so mind-blowing back in the day to play a Mario game, you know, as an RPG, and then have Bowser team up with you. It's just, you know, brain exploded. But definitely one of the greatest games on the Super Nintendo. If you don't have this, hunt it down because it's awesome. And then finally, this one was actually a surprise. I ordered this off of Amazon for $7, and in the description it just said very good, and it, you know, it didn't say anything about being complete in the box. But when I got it and opened up, I was like, what? You know? And that is Paladin's Quest, which is a sort of an undersung RPG on the system. I hear it's not that great. It's just kind of average. But I'm an RPG nut, so I kind of want to go back and play, like I said with Miracle Warriors, I want to go back and play these old RPGs. And I did not know that this was going to come complete in the box, but I got this open and I was like, $7? And the box is not in that bad of condition. The manual, I mean, let's see here. The manual is a little beat up around the bottom there and stuff. It still comes with the bestiary poster there. It comes with the cardboard thing and the plastic, you know. I mean, it's just, my mind was completely blown because I did not know I was buying a complete in the box Super Nintendo game. And usually I'm not super huge in buying complete in the box. I can't get it back in there. Complete in the box Super Nintendo games, but you know, sometimes it's cool. I'm not one of those collectors that has to have the box, but for Super, because I just like carts. I don't know, but it's definitely nice to have a complete in the box game for that kind of a price, $7 plus shipping and handling. I mean, who can beat that? So, big surprise there. The next game, we're going to move on to the Sega Genesis, and I picked this up solely for the cover art. It was only like, it was $2, and I was like, well, that looks kind of interesting, and maybe I'll check out and see what it is. I looked online when I got it, and it's a 2D action game, kind of like a action platformer game, and that is Mystic Defender. I don't know if it's any good or not. I basically bought it sight unseen, and you know, $2 Sega Genesis cart, you know, I'll give it a whirl and we'll see how it is. I watched some gameplay footage. It seems to be an alright game, but time will tell, and I'll throw it in and we'll, you know, get an idea there on that. This makes me remember something also. Let me get up here. And yeah, that's what you get on my channel here, is a bunch of me, you know, just fooling around. So, anyway, another Sega Genesis game that I picked up is Monster World 4. And I forgot about this because it was in my Sega Genesis, because I've been playing it. And this is a reproduction cart done by GameReproductions.com. I'm very happy with this purchase. I love this game. It's a lot of fun. If you guys have not checked out the Monster World games, you should definitely do so. There's this one. There is Wonder Boy and Monster World also on the Genesis. And then there's a bunch of them on the Sega Master System. So definitely check these out. They're going to be releasing a HD collection on Xbox Live Arcade of all the Monster World games. So if you guys don't want to hunt down the carts, check it out that way. But I ordered this before they put out that news, so that's okay though. I really like this. It's really cool to have the cartridge, even though it's, you know, not real. The next game I also picked up at what has now become one of my favorite game stores up in Mount Vernon. I can always find something there. It blows my mind how every time I go in there they have something awesome. And a little bit of an apology here because I did not do the necessary legwork to see who recommended me this game, but it was on my Nier game discussion video, and he said, this person said, if you like Nier, you have to check out Drakengard. And I found this up there, and as soon as I saw it, I snatched it up because I was like, you know, when people give me recommendations on things, I do want to check it out, and I found this for $5, so how can you beat that? He says it's just as messed up storyline-wise as Nier. It kind of has the same kind of battle system and stuff like that. So I don't know, we'll see. But definitely picked it up. Mature RPG on the PS2. It looks pretty good from the back of it. I mean, you have aerial combat when you're on the dragon. You have ground combat when you're just running around the ground. So, I don't know. It seems kind of a weird game, but I'm willing to give it a shot. And hopefully I'll get to it here soon. I don't know, because playing Xenoblade, and that's taking up a lot of time. But hopefully I'll get some time here. Got some dirt on there. Got to clean it up. But hopefully I'll get some time to put into some of these older games that I'm buying, because I just need to stop buying games because I don't have the time to play them. But you just got to do it. And then a friend of mine and I, we just went to the the Columbus Toy Show, which was a great time. And if you live in the Ohio area, it's something you should definitely look into because a lot of great stuff there. I found a lot of great stuff. I found the Mattel Collector's Edition Ghostbusters figures. I got 4 of those. I found a version 2 Snake Eyes and a version 2 Storm Shadow, which the version 2 Snake Eyes is the one with the wolf timber, and then the version 2 Storm Shadow is the one with the hood that's up, and then on his arm he has the symbol there. Found those. That was really awesome. But I never knew that like Legos were such a big thing. But anyway, we went and did that, and then afterwards we went around to a bunch of half-price books and Goodwills, and I found this at a half-price books for $3. And I was like, I'll pick it up. The disc was in great condition, and that's Harvest Moon Save the Homeland. And I really enjoy the Harvest Moon games. They're just kind of a fun distraction every now and then. And so when I saw this, you know, it's the same game every time, but, you know, kind of like Dragon Quest in a way. You know, you love the charm of each game, you know, and Harvest Moon is one of those games that I find it incredibly cute and incredibly charming. And while I don't like farming in real life, because I did grow up on a farm, I'm perfectly happy with doing it on a video game form. So definitely had to pick that up for, what was it, $3 or $4, something like that. But yeah, very good find. Okay, now we're getting into more modern stuff, and the price finally dropped on this game to the point where I was willing to pick it up. Finally picked up God's Eater Burst on the PSP, and this is sort of an action RPG type game, kind of like a Monster Hunter type game, I guess. I watched oh crap, he's huge on YouTube. Why can't I remember his name? Classic Game Room did a review on this, and I thought it looked really good. It was like 2 years ago or something. Yeah, something like that. And I've just been waiting for the price to drop on it, and finally did, so I pulled the trigger on it and got it. So we'll see what it's like when I get to it, but I think it was only $15, so, you know, getting to that point, it's like, yeah, I'll pick it up. So, got that. And then, of course, the big game this month, I got Xenoblade Chronicles. And because I kept a promise, basically to myself, although I did say to Nintendo that I would do this, I purchased 2 copies of it. And this one is still sealed, and it will stay sealed. I don't know if the game will be worth anything down the road, but I'm willing to take a bet on it, you know. I guess we'll see, because you know, I really think it's going to be a limited run, because it's only available in GameStop and on Nintendo.com, but who knows, Nintendo.com might just be shoving them out like crazy, so I might lose something there on it, but it's willing to take a bet on, and I wanted to make sure the game was a success in America, so I did my part, and I got 2 copies of it. You know, whatever. I really wanted it to be a success so we can get Pandora's Tower and Last Story, so will I do the same thing with Last Story? I don't know. I already have it on pre-order, but will I order one from Xseed when they bring it up? Possibly. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But 2 copies of Xenoblade, because I made a promise to myself that I would support that title when it came out. Can't say I'm not doing my part. I also got the art book with it, but it's all the way over there, and I don't feel like getting up to get it, so I'm going to be lazy. And then winding down here, I did pick up The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings, the Enhanced Edition, and I am blown away by this, because, you know, it's the Enhanced Edition, but this is just a normal, I mean, there's no, like, limited edition. This is what you get. I pre-ordered it from GameStop, so I got this really nice keychain, which is the Witcher emblem there. Hopefully that picked up. Really a nice heavy piece. Really happy with that, but I don't know where I'm going to put it storage-wise. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because I want to keep it together. But anyway, this is a really nice edition. I thought about doing an unboxing for it, but I didn't realize all this stuff was going to be in there. And what you get, of course, you get a cardboard outer sleeve. You get a quest handbook, which, looking through it here, I I'm assuming this helps you solve the quests in the game, like a little strategy guide almost. So that's kind of cool. So if I have any problems with the game, I can just pull this out and look at that. And then inside the game here, you not only get a big map of the game world, but you also get a CD soundtrack. And this is just the normal edition. Blows my mind how much they're putting into this. The manual, of course, is in black and white, but what are you going to do there? At least it has a manual in it. But it's really nice and really awesome to see Warner Brothers Games put this out, and it's really nice to see them just put the effort into this and give something to the gamer, because as far as I know, this is the only edition of the game you can buy, and this is just like the standard edition. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this game because it just sounds friggin' amazing. I mean, honestly, so much so that I also went out and purchased the book that the game series is based on, and they just started releasing these in English here not too long ago. So only 2 of the books are out right now. So I picked up the first one, and I'm only 22 pages in, but I'm really kind of intrigued by this story. I think it's going to be a fantastic story. So I'm really looking forward to reading this and then playing the game, which I'll probably do because the first game is PC only, and my shitty little laptop's not going to run it. So this is going to be my introduction to sort of the game world, and then I'll go on with The Witcher 2, and I will know how the world works, and kind of sort of how I should play the main character, but I'll definitely be playing him. I'll probably play him a little bit like Quoth from Name of the Winds, to be honest with you, just kind of this smart ass who always comes out on top. But finally here, finally at the end of this long video and buying way too much stuff, after Jonathan Rector at what is it, Super Squirrel Games is his new channel now, he did a big thing on Baldur's Gate, and I kind of remember Baldur's Gate from back in the day, but I played the console versions and not the PC version. So I went out and I picked up Dungeons & Dragons Anthology, the Master Collection for the PC. And in this, which is only 20 bucks, in this you get Baldur's Gate 1 with its expansion pack, Baldur's Gate 2 with the expansion pack, Icewind Dale, Icewind Dale 2, the Temple of Elemental Evil, and then Planescape Torment, which I hear Torment is like just a fantastic RPG on itself. But these are old school Dungeons & Dragons based RPGs made by BioWare. So, take like the Mass Effect and the Jade Empire and the Star Wars KOTOR games and just kind of simplify them down to this overhead perspective game, and you have these. I mean, it's pretty much the same kind of gameplay style. So I've really been enjoying what little of Baldur's Gate 1 that I got around to playing before Xenoblade came out, and I'm really looking forward to go back and play these, but they're brutally difficult in some respects, so definitely got to get back into that sort of mindset to play these. But yeah, guys, that is it, man. And I'm telling you what, like, honest to God, I can't buy anything in May. Like, it was too much. I mean, a lot of this stuff I got for dirt cheap or free, but at the same time, it's just like, I can't keep doing this every month or I'm going to be like drowning in games to play. So that is April. So I'm going to get off here and stop talking. Going to go back and watch Ball and Nick's Xenoblade Chronicles thoughts. I watched about 5 minutes of it and I was like, holy crap, I need to make this video real quick. So I paused it, let the video continue buffering, and then shot this thing. So I'm going to go back and watch that, and I got a lot of messages to answer on YouTube because I was gone for like a day and a half. So things pile up, and then I gotta get back to playing Xenoblade, so hopefully I can, I'm not gonna get it done anytime soon. I'm 40 hours in, and I'm right past the Nopen Village, so I don't think I'm really that far into the game. I've been doing all the side quests as I can, so. Whew. Anyway, guys, that's all for me. Thank you so much for watching. To my subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and following this channel and supporting this channel. To all you new folks, I hope you find something here that's worthwhile, that'll make you stick around. Leave me comments. Tell me what you guys got this month. Tell me what you guys are playing. I love to hear that kind of stuff. So take care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.